Welcome to the Echo Chamber. This is Malachi. Welcome to the Echo Chamber, where I react to other people reacting to other people's music. And today is Tom Macdonald. I guess that's the guy that wrote the song and is fake woke. It's supposed to be some big thing out there. And I say cool. I'm cool with that, right? Anyways, if you haven't seen any of my videos, understand that I'm reacting to somebody else reacting to the video. It seems like I have to explain myself. Our world is so kind of, I don't know what's happening to our world. People don't know satire. They sure the hell never heard of Don Rickles, right? So, I mean, maybe I'm just getting too old. But I do understand that this is a rap artist. And just so I have some street cred, I'll put a picture with me and Bootsy Collins. See, I worked with him in the 90s. You know, back a long time ago. Him and George Clinton. Put a picture of George up there. Everybody knows George. He's the greatest guy. Matter of fact, most rap artists, or many of the rap artists that came through the 90s and 2000s, stole samples from George and Bootsy and all those guys, and even myself, to be honest with you. I was in LA in the 90s, and I was working with a lot of up-and-coming hip-hop artists, rap artists, things of this nature. I was a producer. I wouldn't want to tell you what they called me, because that would get me banned on YouTube. But let's just say, back in the day, and still to this day, I know how to produce and write real cool shit when I get it. But since I'm kind of, old, and I don't really give a crap anymore, and I just focus on my own stuff, and occasionally make fun of other people, making fun of other people's music. Just to get a laugh, Because with the way things are going, I think people need to laugh a little bit. Now, I think this song is probably very serious, and we're going to get to it right now. Some random guy I chose off YouTube that reacted to it, and he looks like he's going to be an exciting person to spoof on a little bit. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll agree with him. Huh? That's the way it goes. Why am I even explaining this? I mean, we've gotten to such a stupid ass for frickin' millennial powder puff culture that I'm having to explain aspects of sarcasm to people. I just don't get it. Guys, type in Don Rickles. I mean, go back and watch the pros, man. And when you come back, I'll have a cookie for you. So here we go. And let the fun begin. Very professional intro. It's like he's having a heart attack. He's having a heart attack. I'm gonna call this guy Bennett. He stayed real.
You already know what it is, what it does, how it stays slick, goes down on the realest growing channel in the world. People, shout out to the...
I need to set this on. You can set this on like a half speed or something. Nope. I'm going to have to understand what this guy is saying. Anyway, here we go.
One and only. Listen, we don't play no games around here, kid. So don't play with us, boy, today.
No hopscotching. All right.
I am back with my brother, Tom, mother freaking Macdonald, for mother freaking president. I say this every video, bro. It's hard not to catch on. How you not catching on, Sway? I don't know how you not catching on by now, Sway. This is one of the realest. You know what? I'm not even gonna waste no more.
I'm gonna send him a one of those things to get cat hair off you. I mean, he's looking good. I mean, want to make sure he looks good. You know what I mean? That's what you do. I'm just helping. Just get a little roller there. Get the lint off. I'll get you a roller. You get me a maid to clean up my studio here.
One time, people, I know y'all waited for this one. Sorry for the dang on wait, but we back in action, people. We got my boy Tom Macdonald with a song entitled Fake Woke.
He's
He
got
finna
like
go at
3
somebody
or 4
next,
of
but
his
I'm not
songs
gonna waste no
going
more
on
time. Let's
there.
just get into it. Let's strip.
This guy, the editing is great.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's
Whoa.
Lot said
Stop.
there.
Wait a minute. Let me cut this up because I don't think I heard this right. He did not say Cardi B was for 12-year-olds, bro. Hold up.
Yeah, Cardi
No,
B
Tom.
sucks.
I know you ain't coming in like this already, Tom. Hold up.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than
He's going to look like he's going to need a chiropractor here pretty soon. But I want to say this. I do agree with this rapper kid here with all the tats and crap stuck in his face. I had written a song, which I was going to have a rapper, another Seattle guy, re-record it. And the song's called Slaves. And it's about kind of God looking down on people, saying he's kind of disappointed that people fall into these traps all the time. They never can free themselves, even though he gave them everything, every opportunity to be free. They keep enslaving themselves. So I understand the music more than you think. I may be an old 51-year-old guy, but I did the shit when I was in my younger years. Don't you forget that.
than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump.
Okay, you don't know about Eminem? Come on, pink
All right,
earphones.
Tom. Yep. People. Yep. The
I almost
safety is
worked
off.
in Eminem.
Yep. You going
Almost.
after everybody. Yep. All the names. Drop them. Hold up.
I did a
you
thing
say
with
what?
P. Diddy.
Doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need to change. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Bro, but this boy, hey, yo. I mean, I said it. You want controversial. I mean, he's not controversial, people. He's just real. It's nothing controversial about this dude at all. It's just facts. Stop watching the dang on media, people.
That's the reason why it's controversial.
You gotta defund the media, but you can't follow an agenda, people. You can't follow their agenda, people. And I'm gonna just be straight up real.
It's controversial because it's real. That's why it's
real, bro.
controversial.
We all, Tom, up here preaching every day on Friday, dropping sermons. He's just being real, bro. This is the one.
It's controversial because the world's been so flipped up that side down that what used to be real is now seen as in a different light. So it's become it's like a biblical thing going on. That's why I try to write in my song. But I'll tell you something else too. I'm amazed that this song got so much pull. Obviously, it's from the grassroots, bootstrap. Because I could tell you, I don't know, because I wrote the song in 2016 about all the stuff that's going on today. But when I tried to put it out in 2016, Google refused to allow ads for the song. And Google owns frickin' everything. So I waited a year. Google refused to put ads on the song, refused to do ads online, refused to do ads in videos. Facebook denied it. Every platform that I went to promote the song that I did is very much similar to this, though the similarity is the similarity of the subject matter, not in the music. But it was denied in all aspects. It was actually just denied today. That's why when I saw this, and I got an email from a buddy of mine saying, "Did you see this new video from this white rapper kid I go, I don't know who that kid is. They said, it's not the same, but it's the same. We're saying the same thing. I'm just glad that it got out. The only thing that I will say to all this, and I'll continue with this dude here, is I got him stuck in a pose of going, ooh, like a fish, ooh. Anyway, the issue is with all of this is that you're talking about what's going on. You're kind of upset about what's going on. I'll listen to the whole song. You're upset about what's going on, but right now there's nothing to tell people how to get themselves out. And that can be, in my opinion, dangerous as a writer. You always need to open people's eyes, but you need to show them a way out. Meaning you're not the one leading them out, but you're showing them a way in which themselves can lead themselves out. I don't hear that yet, but I'm going to reserve that final thought until the end of this video. So this is a little bit different echo chamber than most, because I mostly don't talk. I just usually make fun of the people making fun of the people. So I like this guy. He's cool. We got the same freaking chair, right? I mean, how can I not like a guy that has the same chair? I just don't have pink freaking headphones. Come on, man.
Warning. Wake up.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name, when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family, without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's right.
Republicans are our biggest lip-tarts.
Libtards.
Did I say it right?
That was a good one.
Because he's
Libtards.
going off. Bro, Tom, we got to get you some dang old safety vest, bro. You can't be like snapping like this, bro. It's just too many facts for people to bear.
Now, the reason why the song is popular because it's pushing all the buttons. Because all the buttons are being pushed on society. And I think maybe the younger generation, I'm not talking about the millennials, I'm talking about the post-millennials or whatever the hell they call it. My kid's age, he's 20, right? He probably is listening to this stupid-ass song. And so they're seeing that the system is messed up, is what it is. I still haven't heard any way out. That's the only thing I would say to this kid. But it to me, I'm just saying this from 52-year-old guy. I've been in this business for a long time, people. Like I said, I got out for a little while, but trust me, I can get a hold of probably, well, not this guy because he doesn't have a manager, but anyways, I'm not going to get into who I know because people don't like it when I say that because they go, how could some white guy that's 52 years old with long hair and wearing a camo jacket know anybody? Well, I do. More than you realize. I think more than anybody realizes until they actually look me up and they go, oh, you were best friends with Henry Hill of Goodfellas, the guy that the movie was about. And you know all these people. Yeah, I do. But let's continue on here. But the issue is, I'm going to reserve my issue to the end. So wait until the end because I'm going to give you the way out. Okay? You want the way out? I'm going to give you the way out. Let's continue.
It's just too real, bro. I mean, if you want to talk about what you've been seeing all your life, and why
I
you
do
think
like
that way,
this
it's
guy's
because
graphics.
you've been seeing it
This
all
is
your
good.
life and you're brainwashed and you've been programmed to think that way. But when you got something that's real and something that you have not seen, that you don't hear daily, it sounds like it's going to be unreal, but it's... Hold up, people. I just want y'all to hear this, bro. I just want y'all to hear this. This is
Casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves.
They so
That's true.
fake woke. Facts don't care.
I'm gonna break in. I didn't think I'd break in this much to the video. When I was in my 20s, well, all throughout my whole life, my friends have always been black. I know that's the one thing that people don't like to hear, but when you're growing up in Everett, Washington, and maybe there's 20 black people that live in the whole city of, back then it was 50-some thousand people, right? And maybe there was 3 people that went to your school that were black, and you were the only guy that was their friend through the whole time. You have an outlook on life that you don't look at the skin, ever. You just don't. I never did. That's not how I was raised. Good Christian family. So how I was raised, look at the people's soul, who they are. They're a decent person. Yes, I know I do spoof on people. And he can go, well, you spoof on people. I know. It's just fun. It's lightening up the mood. That's what I'm trying to do. It's for my own sanity. It's for your sanity. Some people do like what I do. Some people don't. That's just the way it is. And that's the way the world is. You know? We are all our own individuals. Right? And the more that you understand that, the more you know that this person I'm looking at, this black dude right here, right? He's who he is. That kid there with all the tats, even though he looks like a freak, he is who he is. And when I say that, don't think I would never people, I have been, and maybe some people who know Los Angeles and down there in Compton very well, you'll know that there used to be a catfish place down there, right? And most of you old timers from the 90s, if you know that catfish place, you ask yourself, how many white guys did you ever see go to that catfish place? Huh? Maybe a couple times in the 90s if you're there the same time I was. Or that barbecue shack that was on the corner there. Remember that little barbecue shack that was there? Yeah, how many white guys did you see that were there? Huh? Not very many. You know why I was there? It's because I was working with artists. I was working with guys that were not doing this, but similar stuff back in the day. As a startup, nobodies. And I was working with them. I was helping them. We do tracks. I lay down tracks for them. I played guitar. You ever heard of Babyface? There's a lot of people that I've worked with. I haven't worked with Babyface, but there's a whole story behind that, and I'm not going to get into it right now. But let's safe to say that I have been in. I just have been in this environment in music for so long that there's no aspect of race, there's no aspect of color. It's all about the music. Does it speak? Do you feel it? Does it move you? That's why I've worked with the people I worked with. Like I said before, and it's a tired statement by this time, I'm sure, with most people, there'll already be a keyboard warrior in me. But look, I took time off. I started doing my own music the way I wanted to do it. Something totally different than what anybody else was. I was already done working with rap artists, hip-hop R&B back in the day, like the guys that were doing the... what were they like? I worked with a group of guys that were singing, and that was a big thing for a while. Big sing groups. I'm trying to remember some of the names of the bands that they'd sound like. There's a lot of artists that I worked with they're all struggling. They didn't have any money, but I was working with them, and I was tracking them in my studio, and that's how I got to work with, like I said, Bootsy, George Clinton, Prince, guys from the time. I did a thing with P. Diddy, even though I didn't even meet him. It was with one of his managers for a show. Anyways.
About feelings, they know they won't tell me what to believe in.
Bro, this dude is just nasty real with it, bro. nasty real. Y'all say I don't break down bars. Y'all say I don't break down the lyrics. If y'all want me to follow up with thing on like a breakdown videos, y'all let me know. But y'all, this is my reaction. This is
A lot
Tom?
to break down.
I mean, jeez, you got to be one of the realest, bro. You got to be up there, bro. You got to be up there, bro.
Same songs, fake woes, facts don't care about your feelings.
We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying, fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety.
I'm going to tell you this. I didn't think I liked this song when I first started it, but I'm liking this song. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of reasons to this, and I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's bringing back a lot of stuff that I dealt with in the 90s. I was always the clean guy, the one that never got drunk. They'd always have me come in because I was their white businessman, right? You know what I mean? It was either me or the Jew. Just the way it is. You know, come on. When you're down in LA, you're working deals. This is back when labels were still intact. This was back when they would fly you down and drive you around in a limousine, and they'd be working. I saw so many artists, and I met with so many artists when I'd work with them in the studio and recording things, and they'd come down, or we'd meet down in LA or something like that with some new record label, new startup, in the limousine, driving here and there, going to this house up on the hill, and you go to this house, and I know now I'm getting all into all this same, but I like where this is going. This just reminds me of so many things. I'd see so many artists come down, do the whole spiel, the whole game, frickin' go up on the hill, go in this big nice house that was usually owned by somebody else, and then watch them sign their life away while I've been sitting there going, dude, don't do it. And see, this guy, he's not signed anything. And that's why I never signed anybody. I saw so many talented artists that I worked with in their beginning stages sign to labels and then have the labels totally just either shelf them because they sounded like another artist that they had on their label, so they didn't want the competition, so they drop them $25,000 or $30,000, which they'd end up having to pay back, and they'd own all the rights to everything. Anyways, I like the song. It's a cool song, but it's bringing back the whole industry and how it was created and molded. And now you have this guy that's holding up a big-ass mirror and saying, you like what you see? Because that's what he's talking about right now. This is just a mirror reflecting back onto the self of society, the industry, everything.
I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate.
Come on, bro. Come on, speak them facts, bro. Tell them what's real. Tell them what's real. Tell them what they not seeing. You gotta be real. If you want to be woke, you better open your you better open them wide, bro. And he got them wide open. Tom being real. Like, listen, bro. Y'all think this is what this for? This is what they telling you what it's for. But behind the dang on closed doors,
see, this
and
guy's
the
smart.
curtains, people, you don't know what's really going on. They got a whole freaking thing going, bro. Stay awake. Don't that woke term. Don't stay woke. Wake up. Shoot.
Trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
He said, I don't trust no guy that doesn't bleed for a week but don't die. Who out here bleeding for a week?
That was you Google that. That was a politician or something like that.
Don't tell me that, Tom. Don't tell me that. You better get ready, people.
Bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke.
zone. I love it.
Facts don't care about your feelings.
That boy Tom Macdonald, Nova Rockefeller, once again right here on the latest channel in the world, delivering another freaking undeniable flame. Tom mother.
Anyways, I'm not gonna go to the end. I'm gonna take you down here, because I don't want you looking like that. Anyways, great video, cool production, cool song. I don't understand the youth and their excessive need to tat themselves, but that's just me. But I can go beyond that because shit, that's all I've done in my whole freaking life is go beyond that. I say bravo to the guy. I would share with you more stories of myself, but most people just, you know, they're kind of like what this guy was singing about. You're all a bunch of freaking just fake. You know, it's like I've shared in the past that, you know, I was one of the few artists to ever have a hit song on the radio with no record label. This was back in 1999, people. There was really no internet. There's nothing. Nothing was going on. Number 7 on the charts, FMQB, New Music Weekly, Gavin Report, top 10. Me, this old guy you're looking at right now, all by myself. I know how hard it is, you know. I met guys like, what was his name? Can't Touch It guy, MC Hammer, yeah, another California boy, right? I worked with a lot of I worked in LA a lot, right? Every weekend I'd fly down there and work with some artist, or I did a lot of pre-production. Here's what I did in the music industry. I would take artists that were signed to smaller labels. Either they'd get an advance or something. And I'd have a couple guys who were the owners of the record companies. A couple of them are dead now. One died of AIDS a long time ago. His mother was a huge art dealer. You guys could frickin' Google it and figure out who I'm talking about. Anyways, he'd call me up. He'd say, hey, man, I have an artist I want you to check out. Fly down there, listen to him, see what I could do, whatever. And then they would either come up to Seattle and work with me, making bed tracks, building, and send it back to him. It was a whole different process back then than what we have today. Kids are lucky today. We didn't have the computers to be able to do all the fancy crap. I mean, shit. We just really didn't have. You guys are so lucky what you have today, but because it's quick. You know, you could do things a lot faster. You have Pro Tools. We had Pro Tools back then. It was like 4 channels. That was it. You know, so we didn't have ways to be able to send anything over the internet because we were on dial-up. Okay, and the amount of money that it would cost, and it would probably take a month to frickin' download what we can download today in a few hours. So I would go down to LA, I'd meet with these artists, I'd work with a lot of them. A lot of them were extremely talented. I worked with one project, I'd have to go through my records. It was unfortunate. He had some really good music, lots of potential, ended up going to prison, ended up dying in prison, unfortunately. And but there was a lot of stuff that was going on then, and it probably still going on today. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just some old dude. But in my younger years, I've been around it. I saw it. I knew it. I lived it. And I just got out of it, you know, and I went and did my own thing. But I'm going to put my song at the end called Slaves. And that's the one that's been banned. Google won't promote it. Not even if I pay money for an ad. They won't do it. Violates the terms of service. Okay? Go to Facebook. Violates the terms of service. They've been doing this to me now for the past 6 years with that damn song. I tried to give it to a rap artist up in Seattle. He was going to do it. Haven't heard anything from it, but whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because here's the thing I want you to think about. even with these videos that I do, this echo chamber, it's more to poke fun at stuff. It's just to lighten the mood a little bit. Share the music, share the guy's page, lighten the mood. It's all for fun. But here's the thing with life, that we need to, if you look up Don Rickles, right? Look him up. As much as he'd pick on people, and as much as I pick on people, I don't mistreat people. If you're hungry, I feed you. If you need clothes, I put something on your back. If you need help, I help you. If you need somebody to, I'm a pastor, so you need somebody to, I'm a theologian, okay, so there you go. So if you want somebody to help you with some understanding of some biblical stuff, historical stuff, I help you. My door is always open. I'm not an asshole. I just poke fun at people. But this song touches on a lot of things and brings me back to the 90s and working with a lot of artists that I worked with. That we're getting to the point where everybody gets butthurt over something, so many stupid little things from other people, but they're doing it themselves, that they really, really look in the mirror, right? Look, we're all individuals. This guy that did this video, he's his own person. That rapper guy, he's his own person. I'm my own person. You're your own person. There's only one of you in the universe. As soon as you understand this concept, as soon as you grasp this concept that you are the only one in an existence in the universe, there'll never be any equality, ever, because you're always going to look down on another person. And that's not how the world is. And I know that. You're going, yeah, but you make fun of people. Look, I've already explained myself now 3 or 4 times, and I still will get comments saying the same stupid crap. Unfortunately, if they were at a point in their life where they really truly believed that they were what God made them to be, and I'm who God made me to be, and your neighbor's who God made them to be, and so on and so forth, your eyes would be opened and you'd just laugh a little bit and go, you know what, the guy didn't say anything about his makeup of his person. He's just kind of, it's like this guy who's shaking his head a little bit. I make a chiropractic joke. It's a joke. I'm pretty sure this dude would laugh at it, So we've got to learn to let go, understand, and like I said, as soon as you know that you are the only you in existence, I'm the only one, it becomes cool because you accept him, I accept you, because there's no other you. So who else am I going to accept? You get what I'm saying? You see how it works? This is the freedom that Christ was really trying to preach. There's many things he's trying to preach, but that was one of the things he was trying to get people to get in their skull here. Anyways, Malachi signing out. Slaves is next. Have a good one.
My people are slaves. 430 years have gone. Still they seem to carry on the ways that made them slave. My people are slaves. I sent Moses to free the land, to take them from Pharaoh's hand, but they run right back as slaves. My people are slaves. Bring them freedom, they don't understand. They need laws to comprehend, to make them back as slaves. My people are slaves. are slaves, going back to what they've known, to worship gods without a throne in the kingdom I have made. My people are slaves, knowing to the love I give, the freedom that comes within, the soul that's eternal flame. My people are slaves. My people are slaves. They don't understand the love I give, the freedom that comes within, taking hold